30 years after reunification, there are still differences and problems between East and West Germany. But a long-term study shows that people in the East view their work and income much more positively than they did 30 years ago. In the West, the trend is the other way around. The departure of young people in particular, higher unemployment in the East, and the resurgence of right-wing movements, even after 3 decades in reunified Germany, many problems seem to be as current as ever. Nevertheless, according to a new survey, satisfaction has risen significantly, especially in the area of the former GDR. In terms of income, in particular, the citizens of the Eastern German states are happier than they were 30 years ago. This is shown by the evaluation of 2 representative surveys from 1991 and 2020, which the Association of the German Insurance Industry, the GDW, carried out. The respondents were asked to rate their satisfaction on various aspects on a scale from 1 to 5. The respondents were asked the same questions at both times. What is particularly striking is the different development in income satisfaction, because in Eastern Germany around 30 years ago, only 1 in 5 respondents said they were satisfied or even very satisfied with their financial situation. This year it was almost half of the participants from Eastern German federal states. In West Germany, the trend is going in the opposite direction. In 1991, around 60% of those surveyed were satisfied or very satisfied. In 2020, only 55% expressed their opinion accordingly. When it comes to work, the East Germans are much more satisfied these days. The proportion of those who were satisfied or very satisfied with their professional situation rose between 1999 and 2020 from around 36 to almost 55%. In Western Germany, it fell by almost 4 percentage points to around 57% over the same period. Immediately after reunification, the East was in a transformation shock. Since then, the professional and financial situation of many people has improved, said Elmar Brehler, assessing the results. He is Professor Emeritus for Medical Psychology and Medical Sociology at the University of Leipzig and carried out the investigation. In the West, there was an, albeit only slight, increase in satisfaction in the areas of living, friends and acquaintances, as well as leisure and hobbies. But there are also areas of life in which satisfaction has decreased over the years. Almost 79% of those questioned in East Germany rated their family life as good or very good around 30 years ago. In the more recent survey, this value was only 73%. In the West, satisfaction stagnated at around 73% over the same period. When it comes to partnerships too, people in East Germany have become more restrained. In the meantime, around 61% of those surveyed said they were satisfied or very satisfied with this topic. 30 years earlier, it was more than 71%. The survey this year was carried out by Brehler's Institute at the University of Leipzig between mid-April and the end of June. Around 2,500 people were interviewed directly or by telephone. In 1991, the survey was carried out at the Technical University of Munich. The number of participants was more than 3,000 at the time. The scientists do not report whether the corona pandemic could have influenced the survey results. There are always studies that deal with the satisfaction of Germans and the associated differences between East and West. One of the most popular is the so-called Happiness Atlas of Deutsche Post, according to which life satisfaction in 2019 was at the highest level of the study period from 2004 to 2019. In Western Germany, 82% were satisfied at the beginning of this year. In Eastern Germany, 78%. A long-term study published in February on behalf of the CDU-affiliated Konrad Adenauer Stiftung again looked at the democracy satisfaction of German citizens and came to the conclusion that this is almost twice as high in Western Germany with 40% as in Eastern Germany with 22%. And if you now want to know more about European or global politics, YouTube has chosen another of my videos right here for you on the end screen, right next to your chance to subscribe to my channel, which I hope you already did. Read my pinned comment, there's some more information for you. I'll see you in my next video. Click and enjoy. Viel Spaß!